Right. So when hello, am I audible for everyone? Hello, guys. Hello, hello.
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 Yes.
Am I audible for everyone?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah. So myself, I'm Subeesh. I'm from India, and today we are going to discuss about human resource management. Okay. I hope everyone heard about the term human resource management, right? So here, our learning objective, introduction to human resource management and its process. Okay, so when we talk about human resource management, yeah, when we talk about human resource management, everybody knows, it's a component, right? It's a component or part of every organization here, whether an organization is small, right, or big, okay, or medium, right? Every organization, no matter, right, no matter the industry and the size of the industry, right, or the number of employees, okay, one thing is common. They must have people to work to create products and services. That is something really very, very important in every organization, right? Okay, so when you look at an organization, we can see there are different components are there, different departments are there, right? Production department is there, marketing department is there, finance department is there, human resource department is there. Clear? That is what HR, what we are going to discuss now. Okay, so all these departments are interrelated. So here, human resource management is only, providing the enough number of candidate, or they are going to recruit the people, right, and providing whatever the people whoever is needed for each and every department, whether it's a finance or marketing or production. So it has been decided by the department, right? Marketing department. Just a minute. Okay, so I hope everyone can see the slide, right? So as I said, we do have a different department, okay, and like nowadays the human resource management have huge values to the organization, from hiring to firing, right? Hiring to firing, and training, development, promotion until retirement of the person. Okay, so it is applies everywhere, right? Human resource management applies everywhere. When you look at the healthcare, okay, education, business, and corporate sector, right? Information technology, clear, manufacturing and industries, right, and operations, non-profitable and government organization, okay, and even banking and finance. Everywhere, the concept of human resource management is applied. For instance, like a university, right? A university requires, knowledgeable professors, right? A hospital requires, highly qualified doctors, right? Okay, so similarly, hello. So everybody, so each and every industries are needed human resource management, right? They need employment employees. because that is why we do say, human resource are the assets for the organization. Without human resource management, I mean, human resource or employees, nothing is possible, right? Okay, so that is why, human resource management over the years has served many purpose within the organization. And human resource management provides huge value to the organization through many process. It will be starting hiring, right? Recruiting the people, until firing, development, job, change, promotion, retirement, everything. All this has been, taken by, the HR management or human resource department. Okay. Okay. So, and as we know, human resource are the most valuable and unique assets of an organization. Without human resource, I mean employees, nothing is possible. That is what we say. Human resource management is a pivotal role in every organization. It is very, very important in every organization, right? So that human the management which flourishes will generally consist of human resource with a dynamic, exciting and challenging mindset, right? So that that is what the introduction of human resource management. Basically, human resources are the assets for the organization, and provides a huge value for the organization, right? And hence the concept of HR is responsible for maintaining good relations in the organization, right, guys? Okay. So on the other hand, the HRM is also concerned with the growth and development of individuals in the path of achieving the goals of the organization. So throughout the recruitment, after recruiting an employment, HR manager has to provide proper placement, training, right? And whatever the career development, everything is it is all, I mean, fixation of compensation, providing salaries, wages, training, development, and all these activities. All these are the it is a duty of human resource management to make sure employees are happy. And nowadays, this concept, the human resource management concept or HR, has gained huge appreciation in everywhere. I mean, not only in industry, and but also in academics also. A lot of people are doing a lot of research in HR. I mean, job satisfaction, employees, motivation, right? So it's a universal average at everywhere it is applying. Okay, and it also analyzes various HR process that attract, manage, motivate, update, and develop the employees for the benefit of the organization. Okay, so that HR is applies everywhere, most of the subjects. Like when you talk about psychology, because when we are going to talk to the employees, we should know the psychology of each and every employee, right? So HR, human resource management, draws heavily from the organizational psychology to understand individual and group behavior within the workplace, right? So this includes motivation, job satisfaction, leadership, and organizational culture. So that psychology helps in designing, right, training programs that consider individual learning styles, cognitive abilities, and behavioral patterns of an employee. That is why we are saying HRM is related with the psychology. Similarly, it has been related with the management, economics, sociology, and n number of on other subjects also. For instance, when we talk about economics, yes, of course, human resource management are related with economics, because economics helps in designing while calculating incentives and incentive systems that motivate an employees, right? And economics helps demand and supply of labor and optimizing the workplace compensation. Clear, because every year we need to know how much how many employees are living, right? And we need to prepare the we need to calculate labor turnover, right? So in those, we need to forecast. We need to forecast how many employees are needed. So the term forecast and the concept of demand has been derived from economics. So that it has been related with economics. Similarly, HRM is related with various disciplines as well as various subjects. Okay, and many people, as I said, many people are doing research in human resource management, and most of the organizations are also using most of the motivational theories, right? Okay, and we'll have a meaning and definition. Okay, like human resource management or HRM is a study of activities regarding people working in an organization. It is a managerial function that tries to match an organization's needs to the skills and abilities of its employees. Okay, so that it is basically we are going to study about the human, I mean, people in an organization, the working culture, the working atmosphere of an organization. We should provide good working conditions and amenities for our employees. Then only we can reduce labor alteration or labor turnover rate. It is a duty of an HR manager, so that HR manager, human resource manager refers to the management of people, right? It is a duty of human resource management of people in organizations. It comprises various activities, policies, and practices, okay, involved in obtaining, developing, utilizing, evaluating, maintaining, and retaining the appropriate number and skill mix of employees to accomplish organization's objectives. Okay, we need to maintain, right? We need to utilize our employees in a best possible way, right? We need to prepare performance appraisal, right? And we need to motivate them. Okay, and we need to provide appropriate proper training, and we need to try to we have to retain we have to retain the you know, employees. So human resource management is a strategic and operational function that involves the planning, recruitment, selection, training, development, performance management, compensation, and overall management of an organization's workplace. So it is a duty of human resource management. First of all, they have to plan how many employees are needed for upcoming period, and after that they have to give proper advertisement in various media, right? They have to approach advertisement agency. Okay, or they will be posting their vacancies in the website or some other medias like television and newspapers and various medias, right? So they will be conducting a recruitment. Large number of people are applying for that particular job. A pool of candidate will be there. It is a duty of HR manager and his executives. There are HR executive, HR assistant to help the HR manager, right? So planning, recruitment, and after selecting, we have to shortlist and we have to conduct interview for them, and after that we have to do the proper test, right? Where there are various tests, and we have to select the best candidate, right? We have to select the right people for the right job at right place at right time. This is the duty of a human resource management. And after selecting, we have to provide a training, whatever orientation training, or a kind of 6 months training we have to provide. We have to introduce about our organization. That is what induction training or orientation training. And we should make sure the development of each and every employee after recruiting and once they place. Okay, and we have to provide a proper compensation, I mean wages and salaries, and overall management of an employee, right? And preparation of performance appraisal. Okay, overall management of an employee, it is uh, the duty, and it is the function of human resource management. Okay, and when you talk about the definition, there are n number of definitions that are available for human resource management. There are management gurus. Okay, so out of that we can see there are few figures and myths. What he says about human resource management. It is basically a method of developing potentialities of employees so that they feel maximum satisfaction of their work and give their best efforts to the organization. And second one, we can see human resource management is concerned with the people dimensions in management, right? Then third one, like according to Edwin Filippo, what he says, basically planning, organizing, directing, and controlling of procurement, development, and fixing compensation, integration, and maintenance and separation of human resource to the end that individual organizational and social objectives are achieved. So while doing all this, right, while providing, while doing planning, organizing, and recruiting, and providing proper training, and make sure the development and fixing proper compensation, and while we are integrating all, we can achieve, the individual as well as organizational objective. Okay, so these are the main definitions which has been given by three management gurus. You can go through the definitions. Okay, so when we talk about the concept of human resource management, there are human, that means the employees or workforce in an organization. Right. Okay, so one of the most important factor, right, factors which are affecting, while producing the goods and services, that is what, employees, right, and resources. What all the resources are available, right? Nowadays, as we know, the resources are very limited, scarce. We are facing scarcity of resources, right? So we have to make sure we have to use, in an optimum manner, optimum way. Okay, whatever the raw material, whatever the resources are available in an organization, so that because we are facing lack of resources. Okay, so that we have to manage, and we have to use an optimum way, we have to manage accordingly, right? Okay, there, because there will be a scarcity, right? Okay, and then management. Clear. That is what human resource management. It indicates to optimize and make the best use of limited resources to meet the organizational goals and objectives. It is a duty of management. Okay, like it's an art of getting things through the people, right? Make the people to work, right, and make the people to make the best use of available resources. Clear. And to meet the organizational goals and objectives. So these are the basic concept of human resource management. Okay. So when we talk about scope of human resource management, right? It's wide. An organization is made up of four resources that we know: men, material, money, and machinery. Right? For M. Right? And so when you talk about the scope, there are three aspects are there: personal aspect, welfare aspect, industrial relations aspects. These are duties, right? These are the duties and functions of human resource management, or this role, what we call it as a scope. So it is not an easy task of an HR manager to do the things. It will take a lot of planning, right, and organization and implementation is required. So when you talk about personal aspects, it is concerned with the manpower planning. I mean, you have to make proper planning, how many employees are needed, and we have to do the recruitment. We have to, as per, for example, we need two accounts officer or one HR executive, okay, or we are having like vacancies of, finance executive, right? Whatever, conduct proper recruitment, selection, placement, if we need, we have to give transfer from one franchisee to another franchisee or one department to another department, and we need to promote when they do good. We have promote them, one position to another position, and HR manager has to provide training and make sure the development of an employees. Okay, and layoff, retrenchment, fixing the remuneration, incentives, and increasing productivity. All these are coming under personal aspects, right? Then welfare aspects. It deals with working conditions and amenities such as canteens, crutches, their housing, right? Transport, medical assistance, education, health and safety, recreation facilities, right? All these things are coming under welfare as we should make sure, the welfare of an employee, right? Medical, uh, you know, overall benefit and amenities of an employee, right? And we should, the third one is that industrial relations aspects. These cover union management relations, joint consultation, and collective bargaining, grievance, disciplinary procedures, settlement of disputes. So all these are the duties of HR manager and their trade unions, right? So when you talk about the objectives of human resource management, right? There are objectives of human resource management include the following: to help the organization in achieving targets through proper implementation of functions to ensure effective utilization and maximum development of human resource, identify and satisfy the needs of individuals, right? To achieve and maintain high morale among employees, to provide organization with well-trained and well-motivated employees, to increase the fullest the employees' job satisfaction and self actualization, to develop and maintaining a quality of work life, right? And to enhance employees capability. Basically, we should satisfy the needs of employee, and we should motivate, right? We should be, the HR manager should provide training, and he has to motivate the employees, and he has to provide proper satisfaction, right? And make sure the quality of work, provide better conditions and amenities while working in an organization, and maximum development of human resources. All these are the main objectives of a human resource management. Okay, basically it is talking about provide, provide training facilities, and morale of an employee and satisfaction of employees. Okay, and when you talk about the functions of human resource management, right? Like the basic function of management is to bring employees and organization on the same platform in order to meet the individual goals as well as organizational goals, right? At the same time, the human resource management consists of several interrelated functions. These functions are common to all organizations, though every organization may broadly classified into two categories, right? So when you talk about the functions of human resource management, right, as usual, we'll have planning. Okay, there are managerial functions. It has classified into two: managerial and operative, right? So the managerial functions includes, the following: planning, organizing, directing, okay, and controlling. What is actually planning? So basically, planning is deciding advance, deciding, something we are deciding in advance, right? Okay, so it is the duty of human resource manager. Okay, to decide, to plan, right? How many employees are needed for the upcoming period, right? And because without, as I said already, without human resource manage, I mean, without human resource or workforce, nothing can be achieved, right? So that human resource is the most important of an important managerial function. It is the managerial functions of human resource, I mean HR manager, to plan. Okay, enough number of employees are needed for you know whatever the department, whether it's a production department, whether it's a marketing department or finance department. All these departments are giving their requirement. Okay, number of requirement to their HR manager. Okay, and while recruiting the employees, as I said already, he has to make sure to whom we are recruiting, make sure that the number of right people, we need right people, right? I mean, it has to the match with the job description, and uh, job description what we have given for the advertisement, right? He or she should have experience, highly experienced and commanding power, and whatever the education and qualification, right? And we should place in the right place. If it is an accounts manager, we should place an accounts job only after conducting the interview. Should not put in other production or marketing area. We should place in the right place with the right kind of work. Okay, are placed at the right time whenever we are having vacancy. HR manager has to notify that, and he has to immediately conduct a recruitment, right? And he has to select the candidate immediately, right, as soon as possible. It should not be hold for long time. That is why we say right time, right? So during the shortage of employees with an organization, so in nutshell, we can say HR manager has to recruit the right people, right people at right place, right kind of, yeah, work, and right time, right? So that is the main, main duty of every organization. So that's planning, planning, organizing, directing, uh, controlling, everything will be coming under, you know, the functions of HR manager, right? So let us see the second one. First one was, it is planning. So he has to make all the planning. He will be talking to, he will be connecting with each and every department, and he will, sit with his team of people. I mean, HR assistant, HR, and executives and other people to collect the applications and for shortlisting. Okay, and after that, we need to organize. Okay, the second functions of an under managerial functions, second function is that organizing. In an organization, tasks are collected, whatever the jobs, right, among its members. Relationships are identified and activities are integrated towards a common objective. So relationships prevailing among the employees are focused, right? So that it can be maintained, and as a result, they can collectively contribute to the attainment of organizational. Okay, so once once the planning stage is over, next one is that he has to organize everything, whatever what all the task is there. Okay, and what all the task is there, he has to prepare organization structure, right? Um, who all are coming, in each and every department, and to whom they have to report, and what about the job description, right? And the specification of job. Okay, and relationships should be identified. I mean, the uh, how the people are connected in the structure of, in the organization structure, right? And the proper task has been, allocated among its members, right? And everything should be integrated and organized in a flawless manner, so that they can achieve the common objective, right? And always there is a relationships, or there are relationships which are prevailing in every organization. That is what I told. There is a hierarchy, there are organization structure, whatever, whether it's a small or big organization, everywhere we do prepare an organization structure or a chart, right? Where the relationships are clearly laid down among the employees, whether it's a Coca-Cola or Pepsi or McDonald's or KFC or a small, company, everybody is having, even an organization, I mean, institution, college or school, whoever. Okay, whatever the functions they are doing, everybody is having uh, uh, organization structure, maybe small or that is what wide and flat organization structure. Okay, so it depends the number of employees and reporting manager. Clear? So the next stage is that directing. Okay, so the direction function is meant to guide and motivate the people
അല്ലല്ലേ ഇതിൽ
using programs. HR manager is the one who motivates the organizational employees through many aspects like salary administration, career planning, increasing employee morale, developing cordial relationship, providing safety measures and welfare programs, etc. Okay, so he has to direct. Okay, who the HR manager and his team. Okay, they have to direct. They have to supervise, right? And there are supervisors and team leaders are there. Okay, the main thing is that we need to motivate the employee. That is something very, very, very important. Nowadays most of the organizations are missing that, the term motivation. That is why the employment alteration is increasing. Labor turnover is increasing in many of the organizations. People are looking new place. They are shifting from one to another organization. Why? Because most of them are not motivated, right? Even after the COVID, it's increasing like anything. I think you also noticed, right? You have been noticed the same thing, right? The motivation part, not everywhere. Most of the organizations are missing the motivation. They are not able to encourage the people. They are not able to provide proper what is that uh, accommodation, I mean financial and non-financial aspects for their employees. Okay, salary and career development. I'm not talking about everyone. There are many of them. There are a lot of examples also there. Okay, and let us take one example here. One of the what is that entrance when coaching, like Baiju application. You might heard about that, right? Like just go through the website and just go through other link wherever, right, available. Please see how the HR managers are treating the employees, how the companies are, I mean, how the institutions are treating the employees as of now. It's utterly waste how what they are doing in their organization. Okay, so what is that? What is happening over there? HR manager is, they are not at all paying the salary for 3 months continuously in, in India, in Bangalore, one of the center, and as well as Trivandrum. Lot of examples are there. I spoke to many people. That is what they told. They are not paid well last 3 months. And one day suddenly they are calling, the HR manager is calling and informing the employees, no need to come tomorrow onwards without any notice period. Nothing is happening. Okay, that is something we can call as a waste management. I mean waste HR, right? It should not be, right? Because at least there are notice period, right? And we have to provide proper salaries and wages for their employees, right? So like um, n number of companies are there nowadays. They are unable to motivate their employees. Clear. And at the same time there are good organization. I'm not talking everyone. There are good organization. There are good HR managers are there, right? And they make sure the welfare of employees. There are always a humanitarian aspect, humanitarian element. They think about that too, that also, right? Okay, so okay, if you wanted to work with the same team long time, yes, of course, we should make sure the overall development, and we need to motivate in one way or another way. Otherwise, no one will work at one place. They will go for a different organization, right? Okay, so that will affect the productivity, right? And some sales, and we need to give the training whoever is coming newly, right? Okay, so that is what we need to organize, and we need to direct properly. Okay, and we need to control. Okay, next stage is that next function of human resource management is that you know we need to control the performance of an employee. Okay, we need to fix a standard. Okay, like directing is controlling where the actual performance of employees analyzed, verified, and compared with the actual plans and actual performance. By chance, if the performance is found deviated from the actual plan, then measures are to be taken immediately to control the deviations or whatever the changes are there, right? Every organization may fix some standard level of output, okay, for each and every employee. Okay, and if they are not able to meet the requirement, okay, for example, for instance, the supervisor or whoever, right, the managers are fixing, an employee has to make three table within 2 days, right? That is a standard which has been given by the team. Okay, and the employees, I mean, the particular employee is not able to make three table within a 5 days or 6 days, whatever the standard time. Okay, so let us find out. He has made only one table. See the differences. There is a deviation too, right? So there is a standard, and the actual performance will be there. So we have to see the differences between standard and actual production, and we have to rework on it, right? And we have to find out how many deviations are there. Immediately, the HR manager and his team, and whoever marketing manager, whoever interrelated, and the employees or production department, whatever, they have to sit and they have to work on it. So we have to provide, if the particular employees needed any kind of training, they should provide, and any kind of support, or so that next time he can focus on that particular, and he can increase, he can attain the what is that standard production, right? So that that is the way how we see the performance of an employee every year. The HR manager is preparing the performance appraisal sheet. It's a graphical representation of each and every employees, right? About the performance of an employee, their production level, what they have done the whole year, right? Because based on that only they are going to get any increment next year. Okay, so yeah, that is what controlling. Just this is a third right? First one it was planning. The second one it was organizing, directing, and controlling. Fourth, functions which are coming under managerial functions. Okay, so there are, let us see what all the functions are coming under operative functions. The operative functions of human resource management are concerned with the specific activities of procuring, developing, compensating, and maintaining an efficient workforce. Okay, so here, first of all, job analysis. It is a process of studying the nature of job in terms of job description and specification, so that the nature and the level of human resource are required to perform the job effectively can be matched. Okay, so we need to analyze the job. We need to analyze the description, specification. We need to prepare the job description, job specification, and we need to see the nature of job and whether it is matching with that particular human resource. Are they having he or she is having the required experience, okay, required experience or qualification to do this particular job. To They have to see whether it is matching with our specification or description. So we need to analyze the entire job and entire activities of every employees and organization. This is coming under operative function. This is also a duty of human resource manager. Okay. Next is recruitment. It is a process of searching the required human resource and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. Okay. So recruitment, like as I told you, the companies are using various media, advertising media to recruit the people. I mean, to select the best people, right? They may receive n number of applications. We can't select everyone. We will see the experience, qualifications, right? Whether it's matching with our organization and the references. If everything is fine, we are going to shortlist that particular person and we'll conduct an interview. Okay, and we are going to select, right? Okay, it is not an easy task. The recruitment is a complex process, right? Because lot of process are there, lot of steps are involving till providing training. It is starting from inviting application till it will go to training, placement and training. Between a lot of activities and complex process are involved between, right? And we may use internal sources and external sources of recruitment. I mean, the HR manager. Sometimes HR manager will inform their existing employees if any qualified people or experienced people are to your reference. We are, happily welcome, right? The through internally we can select the candidates through reference and outside also, right? Through externally we can advertisement. We can give a lot of advertisement, right? I mean, magazine, newspapers, and social media nowadays. Through social media and right, and we can get a lot of applications. We can talk to them. We can take the interview, and if we feel if they fit for the requirement, we can select. We can provide a job for them, right? It does not mean everyone is going to get a job. Few of them, right? Whoever is meeting the requirement and expectation of salary, whatever. Okay, so that is what the recruitment function. Then after recruitment, next is selection. So it implies judging the suitability of different candidates for jobs in the organization and choosing the most appropriate people. We are selecting someone. Okay, we are selecting an employee, right? We are selecting an employee after go through all the stages. As I said, first of all, we are inviting application, right? We are inviting application. Okay, and then we will shortlist, right? And after shortlisting, we will have an interview. It is a face-to-face discussion between the interviewer and interview. Okay, and a lot of questions may, right? A lot of questions may ask. We'll have different test. Okay, and interaction, group discussion. Clear. After all this, right, what is happening? We are going to select him, right, or her. Okay, so it implies judging the suitability of candidates. Okay, for jobs in organization and choosing the most appropriate people. That is what I told. We will be we would be receiving thousands of applications for 1 to 2 vacancies, right? So we will go through all and we will be uh, selecting. Okay, so always there is a little bit differences between recruitment and selection. Okay, when it's reached selection only, we can say he or she is placed for the job. Okay, before once the recruitment stage is over, right? Once the recruitment stage is over, soon we will start selection, training, and placement. We are placing him somewhere in an organization according to okay, and we'll start providing training and okay. So that is what next stage placement. It means assigning suitable jobs to the selected candidate so as to match employee qualifications with the job requirement. We are placing him according to our requirement and qualifications according to his qualifications. And we are selecting and we are assigning, uh, you know, uh, the reporting manager. Okay, and he or she has to report that particular person. Okay, and he has to submit all the report. Okay, so after once we have given placement, okay, the next stage is that induction or orientation. Okay, so induction stage is what? Once an employee join in an organization, everywhere will be having, they will meet the uh, managers. Levels of managers are there, as I told you, production, finance, and marketing, HR, and other heads are there, right? So they will be meeting there each and every department head. Okay, and will they will introduce about the organization policies and co-workers, and about the little bit information about the organization culture, right? And organization structure. Okay, and what all the dress code, everything should be informed. Okay, and will be given a small training or a kind of orientation or induction. It involves familiarizing the new employees with the company, work environment, and the existing employees so that the new people feel at home and can start work confidently. They feel like a family. All are joining together and there will be a friendly atmosphere. Friendly culture will be there because nowadays everybody is expecting a friendly culture in an organization. Then only there will be a result. Then only there will be a productivity, right? So induction and orientation or orientation, another name is orientation, is another function, providing induction and orientation is another functions of human resource manager. And next one is performance and potential appraisal. As I said, just previous slides, what is that? We need to prepare performance appraisal sheet. Okay, it is a graphical representation of the performance of each and every employee, what he or she is doing each and every day. Okay, and about the levels of production. Okay, and all everything will be coming there. Leave, what all the leaves he has been taken, and training he has been provided to other people, and how he is dealing, and all the attitude, culture, everything will be coming, under the performance appraisal sheet. Okay, so wherever we are lagging, okay, we need to update and we need to try to increase our graph, right? Then only an organization will be keeping us long time. Okay, and also then only there will be an increment every year, right? So we need to work for that. Okay, so that is what performance and potential appraisal. Simple words, we call it as in simple way, in a way, it's a performance appraisal, right? And like as I told you already, it is the duty of HR manager and his team to provide on-the-job training and off-the-job training to their employees. It is a process by which employees learn knowledge, skills, and attitudes to further organizational and personal goals. So while giving, it's an act of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee. While giving training, people will come to know how to do the work, right? What all the technologies we are adopting, okay, what all the new methods of production we are going to do, everything should be taught by them, right? So the managers or whoever, they have to provide a training to their employees. Then only they are able to cope up with the new technology and production methods. So training is also very, very important, right? Then executive development, it is a process of developing managerial talent through appropriate programs. We have to develop managerial and administrative skill, right, to the people. and we need to make sure the career development. Okay, so it involves planning the career of employee career planning and development, right? It involves planning the career of employee and implementing the career planning to fulfill career aspirations of employees, right? Okay, so we need to provide what all the training, career guidelines, classes, lecturing, conference, what all the things are needed to for the overall development of an employee. Okay, and next one is make sure the compensation and it should be paid properly, right? So it refers to providing equitable and fair remuneration to employees for their contribution to the attainment of organizational objectives. Okay, and we should make sure we are paying proper wages and salaries and bonus. Okay, based on their performance. It should be equitable and it should be fair. Okay, um, and justice, whatever, right? So that is also another functions of human resource manager, which is coming under operative compensation functions. Okay, and yeah, then integration functions. It is a process of integration that involves motivating employees through various financial and non-financial incentives, providing job satisfaction, handling employee grievances. I mean, what all the problems they are facing, if they are facing any problems, find out the solution, right? And otherwise, collectively they will plan something, right? I mean, the employees, and there should be a grievance redressal forum, and we need to provide proper counseling for the employee, right? Because we need to increase the quality of work life of every employees, right? So basically, here it's they are talking about the financial and non-financial motives. What all financial? Salaries, wages, bonus, all these things are coming under financial. And what all the motivational aspects are coming under non-financial incentives? It includes, it covers what? It covers like accommodation facilities, food, right? Food facilities and proper working conditions, proper training, okay, which are not related with the finance. Okay, so traveling facilities, medical facilities, scholarship for their child if someone is really good for study, we have to provide a kind of scholarship or financial scholarship, right? Or kind of certificates for their kids. Okay, so everybody is expecting a kind of financial and non-financial incentives in every organization. If the organization fail in that part, whatever they do, that is not going to work nowadays, right? As I said already. Okay, so that is something really very, very important. The HR manager should take care. Okay, so then only there will be a morale. Employee will be highly satisfied. Okay, and maintenance function. It is concerned with protecting and promoting the health of employees by means of housing, medical aid, educational facilities, convenience, conveyance facilities, along with the sorry, provident fund, pension, I mean PF, gratuity, maternity benefits, injury, disablement allowance, group insurance. All these things should be provided by a company. Okay, that is what what all the medical, educational support, medical support, health. We should have a facility to claim, right? What all the medical bill we have, right? And we should get insurance facilities and um, pension facilities and provident fund facilities. They will be deducting something from our side, and organization also contributing, going to contribute something. And while we are relieving or after some time, we'll have something with us, right? When they are going to give some pension or provident fund, whatever. So that is something, that is our asset which we are having in our hand, cash in hand, right? That will support when we are leaving the organization. Okay, so that is also we need to take care of the future also, right? So that is also an HR manager, function or duty. Okay, so you can see n number of duties and functions are there for an HR management, right? That is what people are recruiting. Initially, they don't directly put as HR manager. They will make it as HR executive or assistant. After studying all these process, all these recruitment, training, functions, these, that, once he or she, would be getting a lot of experience, will be posting as a HR manager in an organization, especially those who completed MBA, Human Resource Management, or MSW HR. Basically, mainly they prefer MBA, Human Resource Management specialized people. Okay, so with a wide range of experience. And last one is industrial relations. The industrial relation plays a vital role in maintaining a good and smooth relationship in each and every industry, say between the employees, okay, and employees, employer and government, employer and management. Okay, when it's about the operative functions, it indicates the maintenance of back personal records for each and every work transactions that take place inside or outside the organizations. So all these are the functions of human resource management. I mean operative functions of human resource management. Okay. Uh, So at last, I have given a small table which speak, in a brief about the functions of human resource management. Here, managerial functions: planning, organizing, directing, controlling. Okay, see, look at how many functions are there, how many activities he or she has to take care of that, right? Take care of to the flawless operations or activities of human resource department, right? See the operative functions. I just brief here, only just in nutshell, I have mentioned few of them. Okay, and employment, training and development, compensation, integration, maintenance, industrial relations, and personal records. Okay, so these are the main functions of human resource management. Okay, so I hope everybody is clear about the concept of human resource management. Okay, basically here we were discussing about who is an HR manager, right, or human resource manager, and what is the concept of human resource management, right? And we have seen few definitions and meaning for human resource management, right? And we have seen the objectives of human resource manager or human resource department. Okay, and we have seen the scope, right? The scope, it's wide. The scope of HR manager is wide. Okay, and then after we have seen functions of HR manager. Basically, there are two functions of HR manager. That is what managerial functions and operative functions. Okay, so under that there are other functions or activities uh, which which has to be taken by the HR manager. Okay, guys. So these are coming over here. So it was introduction to human resource management and its process. I hope everyone understood the concept of human resource management. So if anybody have any doubts, please can you ask me, guys? If anyone, one of you, can you tell me? One of you, can you tell me
Yeah, actually,
what
we are
is the
shocked,
main?
sir. We are just waiting to these things because we never ever thought this much speed has gone and we couldn't able to get all the things. No problem,
Okay.
sir. Next class we will update you for the doubts and everything.
Yeah, yeah. So you understood you don't understand the concept? Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Did you understand the
Sir, it's
concept?
nice class. Yes, sir.
Yeah, understood the concept. I will try to make it very slow next class.
Yeah, please, sir. Please. Because we understand all the things, but unfortunately it is very fast and we don't want to disturb you at all because we are on the full swing. So we don't want to disturb you at all. That's
Oh, okay, okay. I have noted down that. Okay, I will make it
yeah.
very slow next class. Otherwise, with the content you're fine, right? You understood basically you understand the theme, right?
Yeah, we understood.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah. Okay, we will solve that during next class. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello.